Hello, welcome to a law story time. This is a true story. This actually happened. Years have passed. I don't think I'm outing anybody or revealing any confidences, etc. But this is from up here. It actually happened. And God, I see a lot. Sometimes I take for granted how much I actually see, and it's kind of like truth is stranger than fiction, but you can't make this shit up is kind of the other way of saying that. But man, see a lot of schemes, see a lot of things. I saw a crazy scheme and I just was like, if this was in a movie, you'd think it was too far-fetched. One of the best schemes I saw, this isn't really a far-fetched one, but this actually worked. They hung just taped a sign, like a printed out sign, up on the door of a rental car place. And it just said, "Dear valued customer." That's like so perfect. "Dear valued customer, Dropbox is broken. Please keep your keys in your car. Thank you." And they got a bunch of cars that way. How could a Dropbox be broken? It's a Dropbox, but it worked for them. So that's not the truth is stranger than fiction. That was just a funny one. So here's the one that is so crazy. This would make a good scene in a Hollywood movie. So I get this guy and he's charged with passing bad checks, like a sequence of bad checks at a bank. So he walks into a bank, he has a check that's made out to him, and then his ID, he has, I think he had a passport. And so first he passes a check and he gets cash for it, and then he's caught at another branch of that same bank, he's caught, and they tie together the same person. This is the story he told that I 1000% believe that is wild. He was in a homeless encampment near downtown LA, and some men coming through are kind of hand selecting who wants to make some money. And he's hand selected. And I should say this is kind of a nondescript average white guy, maybe mid 30s to early 40s, just, 5'9", brown hair, just your very generic average looking guy. And he's hand selected amongst a few. And he's taken to a hotel room in downtown LA. And there's a bunch of guys that are kind of similar looking demographic to him. And they're allowed to order any fast food they want, and they bring it to them. And they're taking turns. They shower, they shampoo, they get all cleaned up, trim the hair, maybe trim the beard, sit them down, and it's like a little photo studio, and they photo them and make it into a passport and a driver's license and give it to them. And then they order another fast food, and then they spend the night, they sleep, they rest, and in the morning they feed them. And they giving them money, and they drive them to different places, kind of far away. So where he was and where these checks happened was like an hour and a half from downtown LA, but everybody's driven different places. Given a burner phone and told, like, basically go in this bank and cash this check and then come out and walk, walk to the corner of whatever. And all he's given is like the next little bit of instruction. So he's told, this is the bank, go in, get the cash, walk, up 5 blocks, over 3 blocks, and wait. And then once he's there, on the burner phone, he's told, now go here. And I 1000% believe it. It's kind of bonkers, and it's so sophisticated. And I just remember being very my mind was boggled that the DA just had no human curiosity about this to try to figure out who's the head of the snake. Obviously my person did walk in with a fraudulent passport, but that's just one little mini tentacle. Don't you want the whole octopus? Anyway, that was a crazy story. If I saw that in a movie, I'd be like, whoa. That would be a really cool montage scene too. And Kentucky Fried Chicken was his fast food meal. He had it twice. All right. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This has been a real crazy story time.